How's it going, everybody? This is Walrus. It's been a couple days since we last streamed. We're back for a little video game stream. If you hadn't been paying attention for the last week, I started doing some of that AI music and doing some playlists, so go check that out. There's some fun music. I had a lot of fun doing it. But right now, I'm back to doing some good old gaming. How you doing? How's everyone doing? Oh, second Walrus. Oh, God. We're playing Yasuke Simulator Generation Plus. Rise, I don't know. Rise of the Ronin. It's a good game. Now, I haven't actually played games for almost like a week. 5 days at least. Feels weird.
Yeah, me either. I jumped into a game because I was checking out their Discord server, and I'm like, oh, let me jump in with these guys, and just ended up playing for like 2 hours with these guys off of this Discord server.
Oh, what were you playing?
So, ready or not?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've been doing like when I go into something that I actually like, I go hard, you know. It's a little leggy. Have you seen this Rise of the Ronin? It's really good.
Yep. I've been watching you play a little bit.
Now it's definitely looks more like a PlayStation 4 game. But there's certain lighting effects in certain areas that make it look really good too.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a bit more. Yeah, I thought it was gonna be more like.
Or like this? I don't know, dude. Like, it hasn't been optimized well for the PC. They really kind of... you see that? That just looks terrible.
Co-op.
They make you load all those shaders when you come into the game, and fucking it doesn't even load. Jesus Christ. I need to get out of this city, it's tanking me. Oh my god, that's terrible. What the fuck? And it's still, I updated my, fucking, NVIDIA, and this fucker still doesn't pop up on it. So I'm just like, what? We're gonna have to get our hand up in this dress here. Play with the settings. Say, oh, did we crash the fucking game? Jeez. We'll save outside of the city. And then let's do... Yerp. I At least we got our fucking terrain and it doesn't feel like we're all slogging. Oh. Oh. I hear chicken, but I don't see. Oh. Little treasure chest there. Oh, did we actually kill those guys? Try our best. Oh. Oh yeah, don't we have a horse? Heal you. Crystal. Wait. A little bit of iron. We'll make some armor. I almost made that guy right into the... Got the garlic bulb. Got... Let's go. Now that the game loaded, I feel it's really good. Really good. Somehow we pulled that off. Fuck. Should keep that on her back. Shh. Over here. Oh. Raise the banner. I don't have any shoes, huh? Sure, it's okay. It's a trip. Yeah, that's.
Oh,
Deep. That's good. How did that? Oh, got lucky. Let's see. Wrong. Wrong way. You get the chest. Oh, what? We got some crazy pole arm. Got some remedy, red nuts. Okay. We were in this area in the last episode when we were playing this. I don't take. I just want to see the map. Okay. That's another chest. So let's go over that direction. Don't mind me. It's kind of like Tenchu. Seems really good. Mechanic wise. Could be a little prettier. Just breaking all these boxes. Let's see. Oh. Oh. Sorry, my bad. So we cleared this area also. We just need to find our way in there. Maybe I got the storeroom key. Oh, I do. What do we get? Ooh, the sailor's uniform. Cool. Treatises on intellect. Probably go fishing. See something? I dare say. Huh.
Oh, jolly good.
Oh, jolly good. What do we got here? Something hidden?
Looking for something?
You don't seem to be in this reality, brother. Okay. Let's get at it. Or let's continue with our missions here. What do we got going on? Just wandering around aimlessly. Ooh, we got a cat we can go find. How did we pass that? This guy looks a little closer. We get the cat. Find the cat, we find the chest. Everything's okay. Yeah. That'd be pretty freaky. Come on, game, load faster. Just make sure. Alright. So I'm not over talking buddy in chat. Oh, wasn't it a calico? And you have to sneak up on the calicos in this game. Otherwise they sneak off on you. I believe that's what's inside there. Gotta remember. It's just not optimized for the PC so well. Back on PS1 here. Oh. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's in there, so we're gonna sneak in. Yes, he is. Oh, shit. Oh, if he was. I remember where he's at. Yeah, you hear it. Looking for a cat. What? How did you get into the front? Was it the... Is there an Amazon guy? Hmm.
Anyways,
What are you up to,
no, you ain't.
for today?
Me?
Yeah.
Just lost a lot of my day playing that fucking video game.
What is Raider not pretty good right now, or what?
I like that game. It's like strategy. Found some guys on the Discord server that actually want to play tactically.
Nice.
Fun.
You think we should do a scrub on them, or what?
Yeah,
Get some
absolutely. I
commission.
put them in our list.
Oh, we got
Get
it.
some commission from James. You know.
I put it in our list because we were having all the same issues. It's the server crashes on us. So like their multiplayer server is just not great.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I know there's a lot of chatter around that issue.
Oh yeah,
So
for sure.
I think I mean I'm sure they know about it, but yeah, if because I'm playing the game, I come in, I'm like, hey, check it out, guys. This is what we have available. This is what
We're level 9. We could
sure.
probably do this.
Man, yeah, it's so weird because like I feel like I spent all night last night just agreeing with James, and then he like at the end of the conversation he just hits us with, so what are you just collecting commission on this? And I'm like, well, all right, if we're just doing 10% sales commission, like I don't sit around and build the build with you. You just give me a product to go sell. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we're not doing it that way.
That whole commission thing, like that rubbed me real bad, dude. I mean, it's like, dude, I thought we were all partners on this.
Right.
Like, literally, I was the one that brought the business plan to say I have a way for you to make money, and now all of a sudden I'm just a commission sales guy. I'm like,
no,
what the fuck?
honestly,
You know what I mean?
I think it was the other way around. Like he was going to get commission, and you would be the main sales guy. So that's why I was like, let's put this in writing, so that we just.
But I don't want all that, dude. I feel like we were all in on the same thing. I don't
Oh,
want
yeah.
to, That whole 10% commission shit's like, I know he's trying to find value for what it is he's building. He wants to be recognized as the Rocky he is for his build, but I don't know.
It's not. Yeah, I talked with him again last night and kind of built out the document based on a few of his concerns of what it was, and there's no commission language in there at all. Like, there's no way. I told him that's not going to work. The only thing that would work, we talked about like we all put in what we think our equity is, right? And so in the beginning of that, and then there's a structure of once profitability hits, it starts to eat away at the owner equity, and then once everybody is zeroed out and feels good about the work they put in to get to this point, then it starts to go into the percentages, and that's just what we talked about. It doesn't have to be like, and what I suggested was like the four of us maintain 60%, and we keep 15% open for us to gain more between the four of us, and like 25% open equity for an investor who wants to come
Yeah, yeah.
Like, there's no, we don't give up enough that the four of us don't have control of what the fuck is going on. So,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's not a commission thing. He was like, "What do you think about that?" I was like, "Nah," because the last time I worked in a job in a situation like that, it became resentful, and people holding clients from each other and not utilizing the
Yeah,
strengths of each other because they felt like they were taking a sale away. And
yeah, yeah. It's,
and I was like, we
oh,
don't
that's
even
all.
want to go
Yeah.
down that path. We don't even want that to be a problem.
Nah.
I was like, we're in this together, and we split this accordingly. Like, if you say, all right, in order for me to build this, I'm gonna say it's $250,000 in equity. Okay, cool. We put that in as owner equity, and as the company starts making money, then you chip away at that until you're down to zero, and then you get just a percentage, just like everybody else. Like
Yeah.
that, the same thing with you. Put in what you feel like you've done, and then he sent this other document that's like a way to calculate that hours and stuff. I just based it on like me, $125 an hour, 200 hours. That's about 25 grand. That's
Yeah,
where
yeah.
I was at. Like, all right, I can be cool with that being my owner equity to come in to have a stake in this, doing the taxes, the business development, all the other stuff that are in my responsibilities.
Yeah.
And then I think that document is more of just like helping us all put down what are the responsibilities. Let's break it down, and what do you think you bring into it. So maybe at the end of it, y'all say, you know what,
Yeah,
O'Neill, no,
strong.
25,000 is not enough. We want you to put 50,000 in on paper. Cool, thank you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because
Well,
you
I think,
are at 250,000, and James is at 250,000, and KP's
Like,
at 250,000. You know?
yeah, but I think James is a person that, like, he's been working on this build for 30 years, and this specific build is like, we didn't have anything to do with him and KP helping the state of Ohio
Oh, he's
with
there
their
now.
DMV stuff.
Okay.
But I think James is including all of that effort, all that work as a part of this exact same business plan where we're going after
Oh, dude, he has a big sword.
that, looking at it with that
Forgot how to
lens,
play,
it's
dude.
like, yeah, we didn't have much to do with the creation of the initial software that allowed this to be a thing. You know what I mean? So if he's thinking about like a big role of all of his ideas into something, then
Oh
he
my
is
God.
Rocky, and it's all based off of that shit. We're just kind of taking the business plan we presented him just from the video game and data scraping from the needs I had at Halo and other things. Then that's its own little separate thing, and we're all kind of equals in that. You know what I mean? If he rolls up the
Holy
DMV
shit.
from the past, we're not equals in it. And if he rolls up any of his previous builds, I'm just worried he sees it as all one big thing. Like he's just trying to start a company, everyone's along for the ride, and this is a continuation of his previous failed business plans. You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, what would be
I'm just worried.
the DMV thing? He that has to be a government contract. I want to ask more about how they get that
But
contract. Like,
yeah,
because
because
that's
I
not
just
something that
I
we
didn't.
can bring to this company. You can't bring that
No,
contract.
that's what I'm saying. Yeah, and I didn't have anything to do with it. You didn't have anything to do with it. I don't really even want to even ask for a piece of any of that. And I kind of want to keep that stuff separate. But I think in James's head, all of this is using his code. You know what I mean? It's all coming from the same place. He put the same effort into building the code we're using for the scraping as he did to build the DMV. So I just don't know if he has a way of separating that stuff. Does that make sense? In his own head.
Yeah, for sure, for
So I
sure.
don't know.
And
So I don't want him to get crusty and being like, you guys are using my prior technology on this new thing.
no,
And,
that's fine. I have language in
you know what I
that
mean?
document that's going to clear that up.
Yeah, yeah.
So if he gets to that point and is like, then that's the conversation we're going to have. If the
Yeah.
document is cool and he signed it, it answers your question. There is none of that going to happen because part of it is Robot Builders Inc. That's something that we have to clarify too. Like Robot Builders Inc. holds this IP as it goes forward, and Robot Builders Inc. are the four of us.
Yeah.
Right now, I don't know how the EIN how the business is structured right now. Who Who were
I
the
think
managing partners?
it's just James. That's what I'm saying. It's just James. And Robot Builders Inc. is James and James Code. I didn't do nothing. I brought in Joe to help design the logo. I bring everybody together like I usually do, bring the business plans and all that shit. But I had nothing to do with the company creation, the EIN, any of that stuff. James is like a yeah, and that's what I mean. Like if we're rolling down that road, he is going to want to incorporate all of that like from live voting app all the way to blah 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 as part of his feature set offerings for robot builders. And my thing is like, we're starting this thing from scratch. None of those old business plans work for him. That's why we're here now, the four of us. So from my mind, it's just the build we have now, which isn't even a whole bunch of, it's the initial code to scrape, but it's mainly KP's, little PDF output widget. That's like half of it right there. The other half of it is his code to scrape, and then the other half is us getting out there and, landing the sales and selling the subscriptions for that over and over. And I think we can expand out from there. I just don't want to retroactively include the previous sales. A, I don't want to take credit for any of the DV stuff. I had nothing to do with it, right? And B, I don't want to have him feel like he's being taken advantage of because of all those past things. I almost want to say, like, this is like a fresh new co. Like, forget about all that old stuff. And you and KP, you guys do your thing with DMV. This is a whole new build. This is a whole new
I lost all those
group
vendetta
of people.
points.
We kind of need like fresh documents and a fresh feel on ownership on this business plan versus his ownership on all of his other business plans. He is the main ownership on that. Whereas this, it wasn't his idea. You know what I mean? We're the ones executing it. It's not a James creation. You know what I mean? So it shouldn't have the same emphasis and value that like him and KP doing the DMV is, because that is a 100% James and KP creation. Didn't have much to do with us, even though it's using the same systems and all that stuff. And I feel like that's maybe where he's going to come in, is like, look, this whole thing wouldn't even be possible if me and KP hadn't have done that. So it's going to be rolled up no matter what into some kind of master company that's called Robot Builders that has all these things available, which puts him in that rocky position. And he might be feeling weird about only getting 25% if he is rocky. And in that situation, if we rolled up past stuff, he would be. You know what I mean? And I would want him to be, but I don't know. I just, anything less than something like 25% or that 60 divided by 4 would feel weird for me, and probably would feel weird for you. So I don't know. I just don't want us getting stuck into some commission salesman position on the thing we started. And also I don't want James to feel weird because he's having to bring forward, a lot of stuff and he's only getting 25% or 60%. You know what I mean? I want to make sure he's feeling good.
Right. So that the conversation is, do you want 25% of a watermelon or 100% of a grape?
Exactly, dude. So far, he's got 100% of nothing.
He's got
so
100%
like,
of fucking grape right now.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I can take nothing, nobody.
Doesn't mean nothing. So that part of it is, we're all gonna have to give up. And I'm willing to give up less than lower, less than person.
Shit.
I don't believe that's the case. I feel like we're all bringing equal value, or
me too.
where we are right now. Like, period.
Exactly. Yeah. I'm with you, man. I just, I could just foresee
Trapped in this fucking samurai battle, dude.
One situation, it will help too, because he said, "Oh, $500 comes in. How's it do?" Right? So we'll just say, "All right, well, just to understand the percentages and all of that stuff." And it's like, what does it look like to have 100 clients paying monthly?
Yeah. What's our cost?
You know what I'm saying? What's our cost on that? And then how does it start? Because that's why I kept saying we can't have the conversations until we say what we're paying, what we're gonna pay each other, and what the fuck is gonna happen. Like, I'm cool to forego my shit until things get really rolling, and so y'all can start getting money in your pocket. Like, fine, but I definitely I want it to be written down and we all feel good about it, because I've been part of these situations.
I know.
because people don't feel good. They're like, and that's
Yeah.
these are the words that I'm using to James last night.
Yeah.
Do not want it to be a year from now. Somebody says, well, fuck, bro, I did a lot more work than you, and you're getting the same amount as me. So fuck this. I'm feeling like a certain.
Yeah. What about the walrus cut?
We can nip that right now, just by putting everything out on the table, saying how we all feel about shit, and then let's go from there. And if you feel that all of this is you and you want to give 10% to each of us, then we have a decision to make after that. And then, depending on our decision, you're back to your fucking grave. You know, like, bro, 30 years and it's not been where you're at. Well, what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You got to do something different. If you want a different result, you got to do something different.
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's what I was telling them last night. I was like, look, I'll put this together. We need to really have a talk about it, because it sounded like at the end of it, he sounded okay, and KP agreed that we're in this equally. We're all in this equally. And when I broke down that, I was like 60%, 15%, 25%. They were all like, okay, cool, sounds good. I said, all right.
Yeah.
Let's that now when we write it down and you start looking at it, like first $500, first $1,000, we're gonna be like, bro, are you serious? You're giving me $100? But then we go, oh, there's $100,000 month. Now you're getting $10,000 a month. Oh, okay. Now we're starting to, and that's just from, a certain subset of clients. And now we got the social media VIP managers who are paying $2,000 a month, and we got 200 of them. Like, now we start seeing the percentages in this business make sense. But as we're hustling, splitting up a great 4 ways sucks. But that's where we're at right now.
Yeah.
But we're building to something big.
Yeah. How we gotta get the grape? We don't have a grape. We
don't even have the grape. You're bringing the grape. Exactly.
You got a walrus.
That's why it was funny. You're like, I'm bringing this shit. You're like, I'm trying to get the hunt. Like, you're talking about how we divide.
You got a walrus.
Like, right. You are getting ahead of the hunt. It is what it is.
Yeah. But it's something to be discussed.
Is this not streaming?
People from different whatever sitting at a fire and everyone's hungry. You're like, all right, we're going hunting. Fucking who's getting the head? Who's getting the heart? Who's getting that juicy liver? Whatever. It's reasonable to have this discussion, but it doesn't mean I'm not ready to go just hunt and say fuck it. Let me bring the carcass back. Let's fucking, you know what I mean? Like, let's fucking go make some money. But let's get that shit figured out so no one feels weird. I'm totally down with it. But I was just like, this isn't a I didn't want to entertain it because it wasn't a 5-minute conversation you just have right before dinner. Like, I got to go real quick. You know what I mean? Like, let's fucking.
Like another 35, 45 minutes.
Yeah.
After you got off, I was like, oh, all right, bye. And then I saw they were still on. I said, I jumped back in. I said, y'all still here? Right. I'm like, yeah. I said, all right, let's figure this out. Let's assuage some of these concerns.
Yeah. It's just, it's weird the headspace he gets in. I'm like, I've got a major win for us. I'm able to devote more time, blah, blah, blah. And he starts talking about commission and shit. And I was like, what? And I didn't know if he was talking about himself or us, but either way, I was like, I don't like this.
No, he was saying all of it. He's like, if somebody brings in an account, do they get a commission of that account per thing? I was like, well, 1 month somebody might be doing well, and then 1 month somebody might not be doing well. And if we're going to be, going back and forth like that, there's going to be resentment. There's going to be people who can't move their weight. But if we just go, hey, this month I didn't do that great, but next month I landed a great client, and we're still all in the same boat.
Yeah.
It makes sense. You helped, pull my weight along for last month, because now I came and I'm able to double and pull your weight the next month. So I think it has to stay a mutual thing where we can't have the competition of like, I landed 5 clients this month and now I should be getting, and then your is 5 times more than mine. And I'm like, bro, like, we're in this together. And then it's like, can't work. We can't have that.
Well, and how much more powerful is it for like all four of us to look at like a introduction letter, or you know what I mean, or all four of us to
Exactly.
deal with
That's
responding
yep.
towards questions around subscriptions? And
Yep.
so like, I think we take the opposite approach to all these other fucks, and we don't make it an internal sales team competition. We say we offer a discount to the devs to recommend it as a service to other devs. Be like, if you tell any of your other dev friends with other dev teams that are making other games and they start using our services, we'll throw you a fat 20% discount for like 3 months or whatever. You know what I mean? We can incentivize our clients to fucking bring us in new fish instead of us trying to, you know, fucking separately. It just doesn't make sense to separately look for the same fish and separate. You know what I mean?
But that's the thing. James has been doing this for 30 years. What is he gonna go out and start finding clients all of a sudden?
No, yeah, no, he's not. He's not that
He
guy.
doesn't sound like he wants to do that either.
No, neither of those guys are that guy.
Yeah, so the reason we brought us on was to do what we're doing. So just understand that's half of the equation. 50% is building the thing, 50% is people buying it. Actually, it might be a little harder for people to buy it.
Yeah.
That's the hardest
Traditionally,
sell.
it has. I mean, he's been building the thing. It's been hard to sell. You know what I mean? Like that's how it's been. So we're trying to change that around.
Yeah. I mean, this is the weekend. This was my problem with my guy who was moving my shit. I was like, bro, how are you getting the same as me? He's like, I'm moving it. I'm like, fuck, bro, but I'm putting all the work in. My 6 months of work and waking up and fucking
the hustle.
Like, but I'm getting you $1,000. I was like, yeah. He's like, that's what you asked for. I said, yeah. He said, don't worry about that. I'm getting $2,000 for it. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah, just sitting there on his couch rolling blunts all day. Just
You know
fucking literally watching movies.
What? That's the life, dude.
Yep.
That's the fucking
That's
life.
the life. The middle, dude, in the weed game, the middle management section is the best section. You're not on a street corner as the lowest guy. You're not in the field for 6 months growing the shit. You're just hanging out with packs, smoking blunts, and doing big deals that where you make massive margin for basically just being the guy. You're just the guy. So you get massive margin, and
You're just
the guy below
the
you
dude.
has to stand on the fucking street corner all day. The guy above you has to stand in the field growing the shit all day. But you're just the guy making fucking 150% profit margin from sitting on your couch rolling a blunt and macking up fucking whoever you want, you know. Jeez.
Macking up the biddies.
It's just so funny.
I was friends with my middleman, so I got to see it, and I'm like, hey, you're driving around in a brand new car. I'm sitting there like, fuck, dude.
You got your old fucking Isuzu fucking hatchback or whatever in your grow site. You know what I mean?
Jeans and shit. He's rocking Jordans. I was like, bro, what's happening here?
But you know what I mean? Like any other industry, like if you're at Target, the middle management sucks. You're working long hours. You're on salary.
Yeah.
You get overtime. You're like, you know what I mean? Like middle management is bullshit. But for some reason, in fucking traditional street stuff, that middle guy is the coveted position.
The fucking
that is the less work for most money, fucking coveted position of that whole economy. You know, I wouldn't want to be the kid on the corner. I wouldn't. You know? Yeah.
It's having the relationship with the grower is huge. You know that, and having the relationship with the distributor, it's huge too. To find the right distributor and the right grower, I'm happy as a grower. You give me what I asked for. The distributor is happy, and you're just like, cool. I'm making my joint right in between for just you know what I mean, greasing the wheels. Boop, boop.
Yep.
Buku bucks.
Yeah, it's freaking great.
You're right though. Yeah, those guys are the guys with the brand new Mustangs and the brand new fucking got the rims and all that. These motherfuckers. The growers got none of that. The fucking got anybody lower than that's got none of that because there's no margin on an eighth from it. You know, you get maybe whatever you got like some free smoke for the week, but that's about it at the lower level. You know, and like fucking the upper level, it's just barely getting cost over that 6 months it took.
My other friend who's in the middle, man, he's like, bro, I get it for 1,000, I move it for 14. Okay, I do that like 6 times a day. And I was like, okay, well, there you go. You got your little 400 on top. You ain't gouging.
That's actually a lot of money, dude. You said 400 times 6? That's actually pretty fucking decent, dude.
That's not
Every
bad.
day? Yeah, man.
What's smart? Either you're charging one dude $1,000 more, or you charge 6 people just a couple $100 more, and then that at the end of the day ends up being better overall movement for you. You're able to move more units faster. That's why I never understood like why some of these companies, even at stores, don't just put their product literally cheaper and sell more units faster. And then
Yeah,
you have
well,
more money quicker to reinvest in more product. You know what I mean?
because
I
they
don't know,
all
it
work for
seems like
Satan and they want to suck our energy out from us.
well, it's trying to maximize profit on a product.
I mean, 4 cents. Like, you're the asshole at the meeting that's like, I'm gonna save us fucking 1.2 cents at the end of the year. And that ends up being
here's an example,
30 million.
Like $2 Chuck, that wine at Trader Joe's where the guy divorced his wife and he didn't want to get any money, so he just gave it to him at cost, like $2 for a bottle of really good red Merlot or whatever. So $2 Chuck, he's like, even though he's priced at $2, they sell 10 to 1 his wine over every other wine.
So he's making like, his margin.
He's making his. So say all those wine guys, they're aiming for $10,000 in sales a week. He's making that $10,000 in sales a week, like even at $2, because his volume is moving so fast. He's able to get that same amount of money in that same amount of time. You know, maybe for less product or whatever, but he can cheap out on the labels. He can cheap out on everything because it's a $2.
Well, you just pay the price to make one label ever. You don't ever reinvent it or whatever, you know?
Yeah, he doesn't have a big marketing campaign. He doesn't change the label. Hasn't in like 5 years. It's very funny. But the business model does work. You know, the volume of units over. Yeah.
There's not much in the beverage industry, especially. There's a term. It's called liquid to lips. That
liquid to lips. Yeah.
As long as I can get liquid to lips, I'm making money.
True.
What did you say? Liquid to lips?
Doesn't matter if you're making small margin, big margin, expensive. Yeah. You just are moving units.
Is it cheap or expensive? If my liquid is hitting your lips, I'm making money.
True.
Yeah. So like summertime's like the fucking hustle time, right?
Well, the difference between you having a Christmas bonus and your product being 30% profit margin or 50% profit margin is just how many units that month you're selling to get that Christmas bonus. And theoretically, you can get the same whether you have a 30% margin or a 50% margin. You just adjust to your rate at which you're getting those units out there, and you could still get that same.
Well, I mean, it's just like my problem. We can create fucking dope shit, but if the people don't fucking show up, then heck.
I know. Yeah, true. What was the numbers like last night, by the way?
I think we might have reached 200. I don't know.
200 views. I saw there's like 8 people on it, fucking 7 in the morning or whatever.
Yeah, when I woke up and then I fucking disappeared and I was like, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. All the cookheads went to sleep finally.
Dude, I saw that. You got like 4,500 views off of that thing.
I got one that just fucking juiced. And I think it was the anime girl just like ever so slightly just being in the car, dude. You know?
Yeah.
Yep.
It wasn't even that. It was like a combination of that thumbnail was the first time being used. You know, your channel that was the first time you pushed out that kind of music, so it was reaching new audiences. Like, there's probably a lot of factors to where, like, we use the exact same thumbnail, maybe even a little better.
But it happened like that. I got like the weird thing was like I got that boost in Suno that day too. I just had the blessing of the AI gods that day.
Yeah. Part of me thinks that YouTube artificially gives people little shots in the arm like that.
Oh, just to keep them going?
Yeah, to like give them, and then you'll see.
No, that was the fucking crack toke. They gave me the crack toke.
Yeah. If you go look at your shorts right now, I bet you money you have like a keep on going, brother, keep on going.
Oh, yeah.
Oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, as soon as.
You think they put comments in? Oh.
No, not comments, but they will, like, as you're scrolling through your shorts, it'll just put a short in there that is applicable to YouTube's business plan of you posting more content. So, like, for instance, as soon as I got monetized, even though I've never looked at anything even close to a Jocko whatever motivational speaker post. Never looked up anything, never even fucking whatever. Now all of a sudden, 1 out of every 5 is some guy at some podium with some music that's all fucking inspirational, saying, you wake up in the morning, you grind every day, you do what you can do at the fastest you can do it, because you only live once.
Just do it!
You only live once.
Just
and then, like, I'm like, okay, that's nice. And I'll keep flipping through. And then 5 later, there's another guy. And now it's just like some old black dude giving you sage advice. Like, you got to get up at 4 a.m. You got to do what you got to do and work as hard as you can. You know what I mean? And like, and then it shows me some other guy like Jocko. I'm like, geez, man.
Because
these guys are.
Because you're 42 now.
And they saw I just got monetized, so they want me to increase the rate at which I'm posting. And
so they get motivated even more so.
Yes, because now they make AdSense. Now they make money off of my videos because I'm monetized, right? So they're financially motivated for me to post as much as I can. And I just think it's not a coincidence that I just got monetized and now all of a sudden I'm seeing that exact kind of content. You know what I mean? I think there's a trigger that hits. Yeah, like as soon as we can make money, then you can make money. And as soon as we can make money, we're going to make you want to make money more psychologically. So we're going to just show you a little bit more motivational content. We're going to show you a little bit more how to work the algorithm on YouTube posts. You know, we're going to show you a little bit more like stuff that supports our business plan of getting ad revenue from your content. You know what I mean? Like if I'm YouTube and I'm sitting around and I'm some young punk fucking big dick VP or something.
What do I do?
I'm going to say, how do I get more people to make more content and make YouTube the #1 content platform in the world? And I'm going to do that by putting in psychological motivational, you know, little messaging after they hit certain milestones. You know what I mean? If I was a douchebag VP. And that's exactly what I feel like they're doing.
Well, that's gamification.
You're quite the shot, huh?
Yeah, you gamify the system, and they're doing that like through just what you see as a user, and that's tied to your account. They know I'm monetized, and it's just like now.
Your idea.
Yeah, and it's the same. I can tell because they have these systems in place. For instance, it took me 10 years to hit exactly 1,000 subscribers to get monetized. Now all of a sudden, right after I'm monetized and they're collecting ad revenue off of every eyeball that watches my channel, now all of a sudden I have 600 subscribers after that, just days later.
Anything else?
You know what I mean? So they're recommending me more than they ever did before because I'm advertisable now, because they make money off my shit now. So now they're motivated to actually send it to people that might be interested. So I go from 10 years barely scraping up a couple a month to get to 1,000 subscribers.
I'm at 13 years, brother.
And now I've got 60% more than that all of a sudden in just days after that. You know what I mean? I go from 1,000 to 1,600 very, 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 very quickly.
You got it.
Because they are pushing it more. Like, it's straight facts. Like, they're pushing my shit way more out there. You know, I got 70,000 views on that
Anything else?
stupid fucking Top Gun video in like just a day or two. Because all of a sudden, I hit some metric that flipped some switch that made them push it even more than it was before. You know? So it went from literally like 20,000 views to 100,000 views.
Anything else?
In a couple of days, but only after I got monetized. You know? So if they have that business practice in like the way your channel is viewed by other people, why wouldn't they have that business practice in you as a user, what you see? You know what I'm saying? And make you just be motivated to post more content, get even more views, you know, make your living off of YouTube. That's kind of the vibe I'm getting. They just want me to keep going, which is kind of funny. To watch, like as soon as Wall gets monetized, all of a sudden, all kinds of people that never would have seen his channel are gonna.
They're gonna be like, just do it, pump.
Yeah. They're gonna be like, I've never seen your channel before, even though I play these exact same 5 games that you've been streaming. You know, shit like that. And you're like, well, you know.
Breaks my heart.
Literally probably weren't visible to them, you know, up until you get monetized. And then all of a sudden you are. Because why would they show them your channel? Because they can't make any ad revenue off of you.
Yeah.
Literally. So they're going to push someone else's channel that's doing the exact same thing that they can make ad revenue off of before they would ever recommend you. You know?
Yeah, shucks.
It's just the way of the business world with all the social media posting stuff. It's like you are motivated to, you know, only work with the people that are making you money, obviously, but you want to trick up the rest of them to make them think that they could be that same person any day. It's so funny. It's like a big self-fulfilling prophecy.
They are the ones who are actually paying you.
Yes.
Because they're looking at the ads all the fucking time.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
Do you think they're gonna break up Google? So like, you know, fuck them.
It's you know, it's now that it's not a search engine anymore. You know, I don't know if you guys noticed, but like, there's not actually any like websites on the front page. It's just all Google stuff. It starts with Google AI, then it shows you Google YouTube videos, then it shows you Google news items, and then you're on page 2 already. So like, it's no longer necessarily a like search engine the way it was in the 90s, where it just brings you up a list of websites that have expertise on that. Google is now the expertise on everything. You know, they think
nobody goes to page 2.
Thanks.
So
nobody's gonna go. Yeah.
Ecosystem.
Yep. And so I don't know. People are talking about like anti-monopolization laws on Google because of that. Because they also own YouTube, and YouTube's the number 2 search engine in the entire world. So they own the number 1 and the number 2 search engines in the world. You know. That's like all the videos that are just like in YouTube, like how to tie a tie or something.
Anything
like
else?
Those are crazy because people use YouTube as a just search engine for visual stuff for everything. You know, how to tie a knot, how to replace a faucet on a thing, how to fucking whatever. And it's tied into the Google search, so like it'll show those videos right there on the main page of Google if you just type it into Google anyway. Here's the video version, you know. So yeah, YouTube is a super powerful like search tool as well, and has massive algorithmic shit going on with it. But apparently the YouTube mobile you see on your phone is completely separated system from the web browser version, which is wild. Like all the shit's different. It's tailored to shorts, you know, like when you turn on the app, it just starts with shorts, and you have to like get out of it to even fucking find regular YouTube, you know. They're really trying to get a TikTok style way of trending and pushing stuff. I don't know. I've just heard rumors that like if you publish a short on your phone, it'll algorithmically act differently than if you hit the upload button on a computer for a 16:9.
Huh.
Like it's on a different system. It follows different rules. Like it's even on 2 separate servers. Like they don't even host the same servers for their phone version of mobile YouTube as regular internet version you see on the browser, on your web, on your computer. I guess it kind of makes sense functionality wise and shit, but it's kind of weird. It's all tied in your same accounts and everything. It's just like what it recommends on a phone is different than what it recommends to you on your computer, which I don't know why. Maybe it's just an aspect ratio thing or like a, you know, clarity issue. You know, 720p stuff only gets recommended on small devices. I don't know, but something's interesting. Boomer brain rot.
Boomer brain rot. Taylor, welcome back. How's it going, buddy? How you doing today, dude? Bro, I've been making some playlists. Did you check those out? Crushing some synthwave, dude.
I'm gonna grab some water, back a minute.
Some in-game currency right here. Yeah, we sell all that.
Anything else?
Verse. You been vibing to the tunes? Nice, brother. I got a lot more. I literally got like fucking 40 more songs left to push and go. I had my best video ever, dude. I got like 5,000 views in a video. It's fucking badass.
I can strengthen anything.
I can strengthen
Where am I now?
anything. He just went to go get water, I believe.
What do you need?
Oh, is that what he just said? Okay.
What do you need?
I fucking bullets.
What do you need?
The fuck?
Later then, and take care.
What do we weigh now? Do you remember in like San Andreas when you could just like go eat cheeseburgers and then become fat? Or like if you wanted to go work out, you could go get like muscular. That was such a cool feature in that game. Did you ever play that game?
Which game?
San Andreas?
No. I played GTA. Liberty City,
Vice City?
Vice City. I don't remember.
The
They
80s
all
one?
seem the same to me. Yeah, but I never get deep into it because I don't like the storylines that they always choose. Is very
Mid?
cheesy gangster shit.
Yeah.
So I got the GTA Online. I was playing with that, and I got the LSPDR fucking police simulator mod that turns it all into like you can run people's license plates and give them tickets and shit.
Oh yeah, dude. You do the RP role playing?
Yeah, the role play. Yeah. So I was doing that for a while, where I was running.
Taylor, in that the colors are top notch, and the one where it was kind of like shit going into the other colors and stuff. That was Green Fox's idea. He'll be back here in a little minute. I'll let you know that he's you said you liked it. There's obvious reasons why I like this one better. That's the archery. It's like there's so many little RPG aspects to this game too, which is why I really like this game as well. Oof, that's I don't understand. I see. Do one of these things. Kids are going ham. They have some fucking tricycle, kids' little bike things. You know what I mean? It's not too far away. Yes, this is good. Eeny, meeny, miny. Let's go do this one, and then we'll do the other. Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Oh my. You see, like, I don't know, like, this isn't, I don't know, like, graphics aren't the main thing for me. It's like the gameplay and mechanics, and that's what this game gets. It's just not, like, super optimized, so I hope that, like, modders come in here and save this game. It's pretty fucking decent, dude. Am I, muted, Atlas?
However good you...
No,
Oh, okay.
I thought you were talking to your YouTube people.
Oh, sometimes I do, and sometimes I don't, so that's why, like, I try to, like, mute myself in the Discord chat so I can talk to chat and stuff, and then, like, but, you know, sometimes I get lost in the sauce. Let's get a ride over there. Have you ever did you ever watch, anime, or nah?
No, not really.
Alright. I was gonna say, this fucking game reminds me kind of like Ninja Scroll.
Yeah.
But, you know, top 3. There's that specific style that I like, which is like late 80s, 90s.
Okay.
Good. Really good.
Yeah, when I was supposed to get into all that stuff, I was into other stuff.
Yeah.
So, you know, I never really got into...
No, I feel that. There's some other shit out there.
Yeah.
There's so much shit to get into, so you know what I mean.
You know what I'm saying? As like
Yeah,
a 17, 18-year-old.
Oh, yeah. Well, there's, like, music, books, movies, fucking cartoons, all that shit.
Mostly, like, drugs,
weed.
And being outside.
Yeah, weed.
No, I didn't even find weed until I was 25.
Damn.
Like, I was doing everything else.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, no.
I did meth for a little while.
Oh, no. Don't do it.
Yeah, everything.
Don't do it.
Actually, I did meth twice. I had a friend who was really, he got it from like,
bro,
fucking another country.
I was around it like once or twice, and like fucking the first time, it was like this kid Victor who I went to school with, and he was actually kind of like, I was emo in fucking high school because, like, you know, that was cool when I was a thing back in like 2004, and anyways, he was like the coolest emo guy in the high school. Anyways, the last time I saw him, he was like, "Hey man, you want to go smoke some crack in the fucking bathroom?" And I think he got like busted and fucking all that shit, you know. So like, you know, and then like I think like years later, he fucking changed his life around and he's crushing now. And I'm like, what? I was like, fucking A, let's go, dude. You know? And then like this, like when I first moved to Cali trying to make friends, like I finally found people to go like smoke weed with, and somebody like busts out like a crack pipe, and I'm like, oh geez, here we go. I was like, fuck it, guys.
With me and my friends. No, actually, I have one. Sadly, 3 of the people that I used to hang around, 3 of like the 9 people that I used to hang around with are all.
But I never done that shit. I've only just been, you know,
junkies.
Fucking weed, coke, and ecstasy was a big thing I was into in Cali.
Yeah, when I was in the army, I did a lot.
Yeah, dude, that was like, that's secretly my favorite. But you know, after you do that for a while, you kind of feel stupid, and you're like, oh geez.
Yeah, well, ecstasy is meth.
Yeah, that's. Oh, well, that was my favorite. Was the speedy-based ones, the white ladies.
Exactly. Yeah. Pink elephants. Yeah.
Yes, dude, those were primo, bro. You get the double stacks, triple stacks, and you're fucking living life. Yeah. You get the fucking I think it was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. They were sometimes pressed like that. You remember?
Yeah. Good. It was bad.
No, God, I don't know how they got away with that shit.
Of course.
I give thanks that I made it out of it. I know that there's a higher something for me, a higher purpose for me, making it through that.
Walrus is wild, dude. When I was a teenager, dude, 2008 was a hell of a period for Walrus.
Unreal.
Yeah, dude. I was living life wild in Cali, dude. Wait, this guy wants my clothes?
Wait, no, I was in Oregon in Cali, or in 2000.
Well, that's I went from So I've lived the whole West Coast. I was born in Alaska on a small island in Ketchikan. Then I went to Oregon for middle school, basically, for 3 years. And then I decided to go live with my dad and then my aunt and uncle up in Washington. And then after basically my junior year, halfway through that, my mom wanted, like, there was a whole custody battle over me and my dad and my mom. So to make it basically stop, I just went to go fucking live with my mom.
Mm-hmm.
And then I graduated in Cali. Not before I fucking dropped out of public education and went to like a teach yourself bad boys school thing. And I got my it's a fucking diploma. I got it right behind me. It's a fucking diploma, and that's the only way I was able to like sell it to my mom. Was she's like, "You're not getting a GED, you're getting a fucking high school diploma, fucking Ian." And I'm like, "Oh no, it's a fucking high school diploma, dude." I'll fucking so like basically I condensed all of my like workflow of high school into like one day where you go to school, and I got like a full-time job because I turned like 18, and fucking I crushed it, and I fucking graduated like 6 months before. Like, I was able to go to, like, California high school long enough to make, like, a couple friends, you know, and crush it. And so, like, I was always partying with the friends and stuff, and it was fucking fantastic. Mm-hmm. And that's what I got I call it my first land job, because I've always worked on family fishing boats. But that's when I started working at the bookstore, and that's where I met, like, one of my other really, really, really good friends, Scott, and we started our business Quiet on the Set, where we made, like, fucking, we started making masks, Halloween masks, and fucking cases that protect them in museum quality cases.
Nice. Wow.
And fucking we crushed that. That's where I got to my first fucking red carpet dinner for Quarantine, that movie. That was fucking fun. But we got to meet a lot of special effects artists and do like fucking horror movie stuff, so it was fucking really sweet.
That's dope.
And then I'm like, I straight up just got tired of fucking Cali. Moved back to Washington, jumped on a fishing boat, went back to Alaska, came back to Washington. That's when I met fucking Vanessa. And I think me and Vanessa, we've been going solid for about 15 years now. Yeah.
Wow.
2 kids, 3 animals later.
Wow. That's dope.
Oh, I also was in the weed business for fucking right when it became legal. Not at the beginning, but I was second generation. So, you know, like, I think it was 8 months, 6 to 8 months. I can't remember the date specifically, but it was like the first year it became legal. But, you know, like, enough for like a rotation of people to come through, and then I came in and like second generation, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And I did that for about 3 years. That was sweet, dude. I was just fucking wearing fucking my button-up shirts, just fucking talking to hot moms that came in to buy fucking weed all day long. You're like, what? This is the best. It's not bad. I was like, oh, that's not bad. I think I was making about like $20 at the time. This is 2014, 2015, 2014, late 2014 probably. I think maybe like July-ish, maybe a month. Yeah, you know, right around September, July-ish. Or, did that, and I did that for about 3 years. And I left on good terms with them. I'm really good friends with the owner and stuff. Really like that. Really like that guy. Well, and then before that, I did the aerospace thing. I did the whole aerospace diploma. You can see my commercial. Like I was on for the governor of Washington State. I did a little promo for the college where I went there and like fucking rizzed them up. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Super fun.
Yeah. Well, it's politics, and you know everyone around politics fucking suck. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Put together.
Oh, TaylorMade is laughing his ass off. Triple stacked pink Playboy. It's a thing, dude. Don't worry about it. It's a thing.
What is he talking about?
The pressed pills.
Oh, ecstasy pills?
Yeah, the pressed. Yeah. I only know about the blue dolphins, the white ladies. I'm sure there's some other ones if I search the recesses of my brain hard. Jesus. It's a hell of a drug. Let's get this guy some clothes.
Much obliged.
Oni-chan?
そしたらでしょそれでね
You don't have to speak the language to know what they're talking about. Wait, where is your... Oh, we got a quest. Oh, the luggage. Okay. I don't know that good. We go this way because of the question marks. Fizz! No, the Fizz! I thought it was, with a P. P-H-I-Z-Z. Fizz. Yeah. I only learned that after I became an honorary inducted member of the Bloods. That's a funny story. I also woke up in Mexico against my will one time. That's a wild story.
That's a good thing.
Well, dude, there's college parties in San Diego. You gotta fucking be careful, dude.
Yeah.
Dressed as a fucking scarecrow because it's like Halloween night. No fucking wallet. Yeah. I basically have like Morrowind fucking ability speechcraft. That was weird. Oh. I had work the other day, like the day after too. Oh, we gotta go in there. Oh wait, we gotta be sneaky. The life of a walrus is violent and turbulent. Shit. Oh, that was money! Right in the fucking eye. I swear I felt like a vibration in the chair there. Gotta be very careful. Oh, walrus blood. I just, I was friends with a guy, and stuff happened. I didn't know it till later. It's a funny story. Everybody got a funny story. Oh, that's definitely cool. You think we can go Oni-chan on them? Oh no, not the lighting effects. I forgot what button to press for the fucking... It has to be like RT, right? Nope, that's the wrong button. Oh, this guy's a fucking badass motherfucker. Come on, get the fuck out of here, you fucking... That fucking thing's fucking right in the middle of my screen. Sir? Sir, please get rid of that from my screen. Anytime now, game. Oh, to see the I can't do that. But you know, like the kind of, you know, maybe for Grand Theft Auto 6, we'll get like a fucking walrus. Getting walrus in trouble with all the gangs and stuff. Ooh, I got the coal. Oh no! Oh no 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 no! Come on! Get him! Get him! Get him! Yeah! Yes! Went full ninja scrolls on him.
You on Ninja Scrolls on this dude as well?
Oh, Green, Taylor was saying how he liked the color change palette that you made.
Yeah. Looks pretty good.
I don't think that's supposed to happen. Oh, jeez. There's one more call. I usually like my Voodoo Ranger to sip on. Is my go-to. The one with the skeleton. The Voodoo Ranger, it's like 9%. It's fucking good. Dude, I was like floating in the air like Lost Boys for a second. This ain't good. Walrus is over here all like, cry, little sister, thou shalt not cry. Know what I'm talking about? Everybody knows what I'm talking about. Oh jeez, we shouldn't have done it. Now God's mad at us. Oh, okay. Everything's okay. I bought that fucking The Lost Boys on Blu-ray and it looks so fucking good. But I think it, like, what, we're on like 4K technology now? Ultra. Walrus hasn't adapted yet. Oh!
Hey, let's what you doing?
watching this article from a former Google CEO, Eric Schmidt, and it has some really interesting points that I want you to. I'm gonna send it to you. Take a look at what he's saying.
What's he saying? Can you give me a fucking synopsis?
Really interesting. I don't know if I can.
Oh.
It's a 5-year plan on how to predict that the startup can be $100 billion company. And it's like how to predict it. I'm only half at the moment. But part of it is he was saying that a company needs to figure out how to automate daily tasks. And
Oh, so like not doing like fucking stupid company meetings with 18 different micromanaging bosses?
yep, and to use the company as like a model, like what we're talking about, where the company puts all their information in, and it becomes a smart AI bot for the company's internal communication. And he's saying that is something that companies need to start looking at.
Embracing or conceptually looking at?
Here's a model. I mean, right. And we've just built a model that does that. What we put together does that.
Yes.
Yeah, and so he says now, you can use that concept of scalability. What is he saying? So the users use the technology learns from the users, and it's like everybody's learning from each other.
Yeah. I mean, it's nice to do the commission, everybody gets like their own cut, you know, but like when it's like everybody kind of gets their chunk of the pie that they're worth, that's like way better, you know? I don't know.
Yeah, but this goes back to the conversation where I started with like a couple weeks ago. I was like, why is gold valuable when you can't eat it?
Oh, jeez.
You can't use it for survival. If you're starving and I offer you gold, you're gonna fucking look at me funny.
Dude, have you ever seen that Twilight Zone episode?
No.
Like they like rob a bank and they're like, so they rob a bank. They're in like a fucking tunnel. They're in like Arizona or Nevada. They got all this fucking gold. One of the crooks kills one of them, and they like cryogenically freeze themselves and wake up. And like one of the other ones didn't make it, and then there's like 3 of them left. So they got all this gold, but they have to go through a fucking desert with like the weight of the gold, so they all take as much as they can. And some actually fucking remembered to bring water. One person dies of thirst, and they're like, I'll let you have a drink of my water, but you gotta give me a piece of your gold, you know, kind of thing. It's all greed based. And then like he's the last one left. He's like dragging all this gold, and he sees a car drive by, and they stop for him, and he's like, I'll give you my whole bag of gold, just give me a drink of water. And then he like fucking just dies. And like the dad's like, oh, he must have thought gold's still valuable. And you're like, what the fuck, dude? It's crazy.
I mean, I get the value, that it can only be made in the fucking heart of a star. It can't be made anywhere else. Like, I get the value and the rarity and all that, but the reality and the logic is it's just a fucking rock. Yeah. Which is crazy. And so when we talk about everybody getting paid for their value, everybody values themselves more than what reality values.
Yeah. Allow me to thank you. My name is Marcus.
Oh yeah, one of the hardest things I had to learn how to accept is I'm just a worker bee. I was like, shit.
But I'm afraid there's thieves. Would you be willing to come and see me at Yokohama Grand Villa? You'll be generous.
But at the same time, we're more valuable than what we give ourselves credit for.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy? So it's like,
No, I'll pay you, I swear.
One of the hardest things I had to
No, a
accept
cream
is that I'm
flakes,
not just a worker
honest.
bee. That I'm not going to be happy or
Green
successful
Fox
or
is making
anything.
it out, dude.
Just
Let's give him a fucking clap, a hand of like fucking motherfucker.
I'm not. You can't be complacent with this shit. Not for where we.
This
not
looks
where
like
we
the
had
dude from Dracula, the Texan.
fucking- You got the spark inside of you, bro. You got the fire inside.
I got the spark inside me, the fire inside me.
That's gonna be my next song, Pepper.
I got the spark inside me, the fire inside. Pepper brew, ginger, cayenne peppers, right in your stomach. Ah.
You're gonna make one of those commercials?
I don't know, you know.
I don't know.
I don't know. We gotta do the target demographic, go see what everybody's doing, pay 10 fucking million bucks. You know, pay 10 million bucks, or we could just listen to a walrus and be like, oh yeah, let's fucking.
Sounds good.
I don't
Did you
know.
try it with whiskey yet?
I had some vodka. I had 4 shots of vodka and a beer last night, and I drank my pepper brew. And I did
as like
it,
did you
alcohol.
drink it after the fact?
Kind of before, like maybe like 30-40 minutes before, and
Okay.
it wasn't like back to back. It was like a shot here, 15, 30, 20 minutes later, another shot. And but I do want to do like a heavy, like, you know, taking like 5 shots and then fucking drinking a pepper brew.
No, it doesn't work like that.
Oh, you're saying like how I did it was like the right way to do it.
Yeah, it's gotta be like
Well, I always figure you gotta let stuff absorb into your body if you want it to work, right?
Roger. Yeah, and that alcohol works like that too.
So, you know, the logic's there.
Yeah. But no, it's about 2 to 1. 2 pepper brew, 1 alcohol. Whatever, 2 ounces to 1 ounce. So if
Of
you're
like,
doing
so
5
like a
ounces,
pint of that liquor?
If you're doing 5 ounces, yeah, you got to do at least a full can, maybe 2 cans.
But no, I like it. But I've always liked ginger, and that's like the flavor that I like that, you know?
Yeah, I figured with this, you like peppers, you like spicy, and there's not a lot of spicy drinks.
And you know,
So
it could,
if
like,
you
first
like
of all,
spicy-
let's just say it could be a lot worse. It could be a lot worse, but it's a very smooth, it's very smooth, and it has just enough warmth that it, like, won't, like, people that don't like it, you know? It's a little spicy. Green Fox is like, it's spicy.
Yeah, it's not. It's like
It's pretty mild. It's mild. It's
mild.
yeah. It's like a ginger. Do you put cayenne in it and peppers?
It's, habaneros.
Habaneros. Yeah. Oh my God.
Yeah, that's why it's not bad, and that's why the pepper the
No, I was talking
goes
about the
away.
game. My game started like putting weird light effects on me. Not like, oh my God. No, dude, habaneros still are hot to me, dude.
Well, I didn't use a lot. Wait until.
How many habaneros do you use? Like, just one or?
No, I get it's freeze dried, powderized habaneros. So I use 4 ounces per 500 gallons.
4 ounces per 500. Jesus.
Fucking hell, dude! It's like it's like a little potato chip bag worth of
Yeah.
peppers goes into 500 gallons. Of
That's a lot of liquid, you would think.
Yeah. And the next
And
time
it's
I'm gonna use.
and
probably
so how
6
and then
ounces.
ginger. Are you gonna do like the big dog version where?
I'm not gonna. Yeah, the next version is gonna be berry, and it's not gonna have ginger.
Uh,
I'm gonna have a berry flavor with like either mate or red tea.
The maca shit's very popular. I've noticed.
Not maca. No, I'm not putting that.
Have you fucked with any of the mushroom stuff?
Yeah. I have a.
I drink I gotten like I got a few bags of that Rise coffee, maca mushroom drink thing, and I really like that.
Maca Magic.
Yeah. Well, there's like 5 different companies. I enjoy it because they labeled it as like you can go drink, it helps clear out your stomach, and like soothes the ADHD kind of shit. And after like a month of it, I was like, oh yeah, no, I do feel good. I liked it.
Yeah. Yeah, it could definitely.
But maybe that was just not taking the caffeine in anymore after a month, I don't know.
Well, there's that. Yeah, it's a lot of things that work in it. So yeah.
I thank you, and in return.
Yeah, my friends and I, we have trying to start up another one. They have coffee and cacao beans, and I was gonna bring in mushrooms and make like a breakfast drink.
Yeah.
With cacao beans.
Are you a vegan, or are you like do you eat meat?
Nope. Oh yeah, I eat meat. I eat
Okay.
raw. No, I can't. My body won't let me be vegan. I need to.
Oh, I enjoy eating fucking steak and meat and all that shit. I'm fucking.
Yep.
I'll eat a bag of fucking Cheetos. I'll eat a fucking hot dog from a gas station.
Oh,
No, don't fucking tempt me.
But I will
Don't
eat
tempt me.
some fucking pork butt. Oh, gets down on some.
Oh, yeah.
Fried pork butt.
Oh, the pork grunts.
Yeah, that's what I just had for lunch, actually.
Oh, yeah. I don't know what I'm gonna do for lunch.
Nice little crispy outside.
Mm-hmm.
It's like thick ass bacon.
Thick ass bacon.
The fucking
Green,
slabo bacon.
I just downloaded 4 hours of green noise.
No way.
I'm putting it under all of my songs.
Might as well, man. There's something, like I said, there's, you can find a way to incorporate it where people are like,
It's right. You're right. You're right.
This music makes me feel good, and you don't even know why. Like, you don't even have to call it out or anything. Like, this music has green, like, I would almost like not even say anything and just give people the benefit without even benefiting.
Is it at 432 hertz? The good frequency instead of the bad frequency?
I'll have to check.
You gotta make sure, dude. There's the good frequency and then there's the bad frequency. And there's like mini shit in between here and there and all that. Fucking. Oh, that shit, dude.
Yeah, bro.
It was like all music was in like 432. And then like after World War II or sometime around in the 40s, they changed it to a different octave. All the music. Pretty interesting.
And you want to go even further? Look at the frequencies that YouTube Music.
Are you talking about cymatics? Like
No,
the shapes and stuff?
They actually, no, if you look, there's someone did a research out there where they took the same song off of YouTube Music, Spotify Music, Tidal, Amazon, and something else. And they found that all of them tapped that 432 and brought it way down visibly on the spectrum. But Spotify was by far the lowest.
Damn it.
Kind of sucks, man.
I know, Spotify's like the best one to use.
I paid for that shit, yeah. I'm almost like going to YouTube Music because that has the better sound quality.
Damn it, Vanessa's on that one. I'm on been on fucking SoundCloud for too long now.
Spotify, well,
or Spotify.
Oh, okay, yeah. But
Spotify is what
just easier to navigate.
Yeah.
But do you remember this program called it was like Groove Writer? no, Groove Shark.
No,
It
I'm
was
not
like
familiar
a
with that.
Spotify, but it was only online version back in like early 2000s. And it was great. You could store your fucking your library and all that stuff, and then one day they just went away, shut the whole website down. All of the songs were gone. You had no access to anything, and it was just gone. I was like, after 3 years of, can you imagine your Spotify just going away?
Yeah, no, that's not
up,
cool.
You turn on the music and it's like gone, like no fucking server error. Like what the?
Yeah, I hate that.
It took me years to get some of that music back. Still,
like the one song that you remember jamming to and stuff.
And I don't remember the name of it.
No, like not that my girl wants to party all the time, but oh, Sheila, do you remember that song?
Yeah.
Oh, Sheila, won't you look at yeah. That's the fucking jam. And like, dude, if you actually look it up, there's like 5 guys, and they're like, you know, you're like, yeah, let's go, dude. It's fucking good song. Like I used to try to curate the good vibes in the weed store, so I would just make like all these good playlists and stuff. I've always been making playlists, dude. That's like been my fucking job forever, dude. I was making people happy coming into the store, and they're like, "What is this song?" And I'd be like, "Boom, bop, boom, bing." There's that song, you know. It's fucking all that stuff.
Yep.
Creating the good vibes. Walrus. You are on 14.7 Radio Walrus. That's what I should do, Green. I should just put like a point in there and start calling it like radio. Walrus Radio.
Your #1 source for golden hits.
Taylor was like, yeah, dude, fucking tunes are fucking sick. And I was like, yes. Yes. Oh, look at the stars. The stars are there, dude. Save the game. Might have to get some chicken nuggies. Chicken strips.
Nuggies? Chicken strip and nuggies?
Yeah. What else do you? Level 12. Oh, you know what I just got? I got the movie Prey. That was like the Indians fighting the Predator movie. So I'm gonna fucking watch that tonight. And I'm also gonna watch that new fucking Alien Romulus. Dude, I'm actually probably like 6 years behind on movies. I just haven't been like in Hollywood and all that stuff. I watch stuff on like Netflix every now and then, but like I just don't. I've been out of the loop on Hollywood and stuff. So like I pick it up years later. But I'm kind of stoked about that. I guess this new Aliens one was like looking to be like more intense and shit. It's like
I mean more intense.
Yeah, Alien Romulus.
Yeah, that's the one I got. Is that like a single alien or is it just a bunch of alien?
No, it's I think it's like 3.
Ah, okay. But yeah, it fucking brings back the. Does it bring back the vibes of the first one?
There's a new like evolution.
Yeah.
in this one. Yeah.
What, dude? The game Alien Isolation has been. I feel like that's the hidden movie we never got, dude. Like, it's so good.
Yeah. Never played that. I wanted to.
I got the fucking book right here too. So there's a script. I got the book that's written by the unproduced first draft screenplay by William Gibson, science fiction writer, that they passed on and went with the other directors that made the movie, you know. And this is like, they keep fucking the two characters alive. It's a way different story. There is like a prison planet kind of thing going on, I think. But I haven't read it yet. I need to. But it's like a whole alternate reality, different fucking Alien 3. I saw that in hardback and I bought the fucking shit out of that book, dude.
It's funny. Bought the hell out of that book.
What you working on, Green?
I finish off my little astronaut deal so I can get it off my plate.
Green,
Hell yeah.
Green, it's
What about
been
the Android?
2 hours. I've only gotten 8 views. We're at diminishing returns here. What am I even doing?
Shut it down, well, I don't know what you're doing.
I mean, I'm having fun.
What happened? Boom in the beginning.
Yeah, if you're having fun, then, yeah. Fuck with that.
You got narration for the astronaut, or you just
Yeah.
gonna use sound effects? And oh, you do.
Yeah, it's got there's a clip floating around on YouTube. If you're looking at like astronaut,
Oh, what is that over there?
Stations and missions. There's clips floating around out there. That are cool. Like people have like kind of recreated like Neil Armstrong sounding comms, but it's like, what's that over there? There's a fucking thing, and you know, and I'm just gonna use that. Yep, so we're going to use some fake astronaut comms of an alien encounter and then make a little, you know, astronaut movie of what that alien encounter might have looked like. And then in my version, I'm just going to, just a massive trigger, just a massive trigger. Like this portal kind of spinning, I'm going to start spinning out that with any kind of sound effects. And then the guy starts like getting a panic in his voice.
You saved my life.
And then I'm just going to show
Take this.
a mushroom cloud from
Yes,
space,
yes.
where it's like, that's like a significant eighth of the planet that just saw, you know what I mean? Like this is a 30-kilometer wide blast point, you know, where it's like not blowing a chunk off the planet, but like big enough that you see it from space. You see like
cool if you was able to,
you know,
blow it.
I know, blow a chunk.
Blows it into
Yeah.
space.
But I'm thinking like right below that level where you can see like from space, it just looks like a little poof, like exactly like the shot of Wile E. Coyote falling from the cliff in slow motion. Poof. You see that little poof down at the bottom of just the dust coming up, like that shot, but just from space, and it's a thermo nuke. So it's just like a little. But then the camera that's like, say, on the ground, 100 miles away, is still the biggest fucking mushroom cloud you've ever seen. You know what I mean? Like a 5x what a Nagasaki, you know, nuke looks like. Something that would wipe out if there was life there, if there was trees there. All the trees would be flattened for like that whole continent kind of vibe, you know. But so like huge, like this is actually where I want a George Lucas style blue ring shockwave, where like it's so potent at the point of explosion that like a blue magnetic field shockwave goes out before you even see the orange fireball come up. You know, it's like
What?
you know, George Lucas went back and added in all those stupid blue rings to every explosion. You know, in post. He did it to every planet explosion, like when they blew up Alderaan. Now all of a sudden that's got a blue ring that just goes out from the center with the explosion. Same thing with the Death Star. All the Death Star explosions now have like a blue fucking power ring that goes out in the middle as the explosion's happening. So I think it's kind of annoying in Star Wars, but this is actually a case where I kind of want to use that. You know, where you see that effect.
Ooh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Thank you for saving me. This isn't much, but I want you to have it.
Yes, yes. I found a kitty. Hello, horse farm. Ooh, 59.
So yeah, I'm almost done that whole short, and then I can just be done with it and publish it and not have it on my plate anymore. That's really what I'm looking for. I gotta start clearing my plate instead of dabbling a little here and dabbling a little there and some bullshit. I'm just gonna get down one project at a time and fucking just get off my plate, and then I can concentrate on other stuff. Because even right now, like, you know, I want to be experimenting on some other shit, but I just can't. I don't want to get caught in a continual loop of experimentation, which is very easy to get into. You know, you can spend 2 months just fucking around with certain styles and this and that, never really actually pushing anything through to publish. So I'm just trying to, you know, give yourself a little fucking juice on that. Start getting stuff done.
Here, watch out. Get a cat over here to go find, dude.
Oh, what are you fucking around with, Alice? Did you do anything with the train footage? You ever try to mix any of that?
No, I gotta get back on Boba. That's why I'm like checking in with those guys. Like, hey, what's up? Because I got it posted. It doesn't look great. Like now, y'all got me fucking hooked on that Flash style video. Like that's the old style, early 2000s.
What are you making, Atlas? Flash? Like, what are you? Just a different art style or what?
The way you got your video, but I need that to be the way my videos are. Like that style is the only way that works.
Yeah.
For 25-minute songs that loop. Like I have one song that's 24 minutes and it goes through.
What? You went ham on that bumper, dude.
Like 18 minutes. So I need the videos to match that. And right now I just got some images that I do some movement, zoom in and pan in and shit like that right now just to keep a little bit visually engaging, but I need the videos for sure. And I got a bunch of new ideas. I just need to get back to being able to fuck with the videos again.
Yeah.
is I got these library pictures that have this like a night sky in the background. I want to animate the night sky. I think that'd be a really.
Oh,
good
you know, I have been seeing
thing.
those like memes of like a cartoon character, and like the whole night sky is just like rotating like circularly, like the
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. And have like
And those are just soothing and stuff, you know? Yeah. Yeah.
That's all I want. And I got these really cool pictures of the library with that in the background, like a green screen, so we can,
Oh,
play
get the
around with
rotate.
green
Ooh,
screen
with the
ideas.
green screen, that's possible, dude.
Yeah, because it's just this big window.
Yeah.
That's full, and then it's all the books and chairs. It's a really dope little thing. So that's what I'm working on. I just downloaded like 15 pictures. I used all my Leonardo credits just now.
Dude, I know, dude. Those fucking assholes.
Those motherfuckers use it so quick.
These guys are smart about, like, they give you just enough crack that you like the system and you want to use it, but you just bring it out.
I know, dude. Leonardo, Suno, and Halu. I want to like actually.
Green, we know the tactic. We
I
are
know.
controlling the tactic.
I'm paying for the tactic right now.
But you see how powerful it is. That's why I want what we're doing. I'm hesitant to call it robot builders at this point. Like whatever. We don't
whatever
want
that is.
with a new name. Yeah.
I know. Well, that's what kind of where my head's is at. Just because if we use old robot builder stuff, he's gonna put himself in that mentality of
Let's
this is
leave
my
it at
old
that.
build.
And that leaves him and KP the ability to keep robot builders, all right? Keep that over on the side, right? And if you want to bring us in for something, then cool. Then pay us commission on that. I'm cool with that.
But yeah, I mean, I've always understood this as Green's little pet project.
Well, I'm the one that came to him with the need and the customer base.
But he had like the ability, so he does have a little,
He's got a lot, but
he has a lot.
In this instance, the business plan.
You got half. You got that actually.
Yeah, it does seem like a 50-50 kind of thing, and like margins can be something different, you know?
Is the full 50, I would say it's like a full 51% of the equation is the actual selling and getting a client to buy in what you build.
Bringing a customer base, you can build something all day, but if nobody buys it, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, that's where it's been for the past 5 years that I've known.
And I mean, if that's the case, then it's like you need to have somebody that you would call, I don't know, a fucking visioneer that could fucking take your product and fucking take you to the next level. You know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's exactly what they did. We just have to. It has to be codified. It has to be written down and agreed upon.
Well, I mean, just take care of it. Have somebody fucking notarize it.
That's all that has to happen.
You know, notarize that shit and get it fucking good.
That's right. Very
Feel like, I'm gonna get this shit notarized, so once this happens, we're fucking set in stone, dude.
Yep.
So that you just spend a night, fucking talk about it for fucking, 4 hours, dude. Fucking Donald Trump, the art of the deal.
Yep. And everybody feels good at the end, and we go
Yeah.
because it's enough. There's enough to go around. There's enough for everyone.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
For sure. We just have to make sure that everyone feels good about it, and that's it. Just takes communication. That's it. But it helps when we have some paperwork in front of us that we all are looking at the same thing, because literally we're on the same page.
Yeah.
We either agree on it or not. We at least are starting on the same page and looking at the same language. But I think we're gonna make it. In the meantime, you keep doing your thing with your astronaut. You do the thing with the girly girls. I'm gonna do my thing with the starry nights.
I'm gonna fucking make a pop star, dude.
Fucking make a pop star, bro.
I'm working on it, man. I'm taking a break today because I felt like I was crashing out.
Yeah, dude, you better. You probably should.
You take a break before you crash out. That's the whole point. You don't want to crash out, so you just fucking put it down a little bit, come back to it later when you're inspired.
Yep. It felt good to play video game today.
Yeah, dude, Green Fox, it's literally been like 5 days since I played a game.
Oh, I know. That's.
I was like, what? Wait a minute, what the fuck? You know?
Yeah, just kind of going out and play a game. I was like, this is kind of nice. about that.
Yeah, almost time I watched George Washington.
So you're gonna start with George Washington, then do the astronaut?
Now I'm gonna finish the astronaut because it's older, then finish up George Washington trailer, get that out the door, and then that's pretty much it creatively for a little bit until I prep
You
on
can
my
have
shop
the
with my
opportunity
camera.
to.
Yeah, I need to, like, I've got other ideas of stuff I want to do, but really I need to get back to the paid stuff, which is making that music video for the Australians.
Oh yeah, you definitely need to get that done. That would be my priority. But I don't know.
Yeah,
you know, you do your thing.
I can't get backed up on so many shits, because then, something about like I gotta like, all those original ideas that I had, if I don't execute on them within a certain time frame, it's kind of some stuff I don't want to float away. Other stuff I feel good about putting on the back end for strong enough propositions, like the astronaut or the android singularity thing. Like if that doesn't come out to this summer, that's probably all the better because it took me 2 months to get the best shots, you know, which is fine. And you know, we're still sussing out the technology, and I don't want to.
Yeah, and everything's still like in fucking beta.
I know. I don't want to make it until we have the lip sync passed down. And I've been, you know, I talked to every single person I can about it. Like I can't do any more research than I'm already doing about what options are out there and all that stuff. So, yeah.
God.
I would start just making Android content right now, but I'm not willing to even put it out there until I can get it looking and sounding a certain way to where it's like a real cartoon, you know, like a real anime show or a real Netflix production you would watch.
Yeah.
You know, if I'm limited by just doing like a voiceover or something, yeah, you know, there's other stuff we can do. That's voiceover that's better than that. And even then, just getting a couple people in a Discord call, record that shit is still better than text-to-speech, you know, in my opinion. So I'd rather have, like, just get in a call with Moose, just have him yell some shit one line at a time. I just record it and then take it in and chop it up.
Yeah.
That still will sound better, even with a shitty mic compressed through Discord, than most of these text-to-speech files you get.
Interesting.
Even if you train it really well, you know. Maybe I just get Moose to give me a 300-second monologue, and then I just train the AI based off his voice, you know, so I can just use his voice and type in whatever I want. Maybe that'll actually sound better, but I kind of doubt it. You know, it's not going to sound any better than AI Morgan Freeman or AI Clint Eastwood. They just don't quite sound real, you know. So.
I know that, man.
Like even the Tsuno singing, only a certain percentage of the songs sound like a real person singing. The rest of them sound, you know, pretty
something else.
tones.
Yeah.
Pretty something else. Just like heavy autotune, like everyone sings. Everyone's run by Drake.
Everybody's run by Drake. He just bought a chicken chain.
Everybody. I bet he did.
I want to buy a chicken chain, maybe. Nothing but shell. Alright, we're gonna call this a stream. It's been fun playing games again, guys. We'll get another episode in here soon. We got another episode of Pirates Yakuza probably coming up, and Aliens Isolation. Stay tuned for that, and stay tuned for another playlist of music. Patrick! What's up? You just show up? Buddy, check out some of the music I made, but I just got this episode in. We also got some World War Z to play. I think at least one more episode. So hit me up, and we'll be able to do another episode on that. And we will see you in the next episode, guys. Nice. No, I'm gonna go get some lunch. I think I got some chicken strips. Buffalo sauce. Let's go. We'll see you guys. Patrick, nice seeing you.